Terrace just pointed out something amazing. The Bible is called the Holy Bible because of all the plot holes. Well, now you know. Have a nice weekend. See you next week.
Oh yeah, it's been a good stream, yeah.
Let's see. We need this. Damn it, I forgot to zoom in again.
Wow, good.
Yes, we were at Genesis 49. So what happened?
I don't know, it's all such a blur.
The Bible in a nutshell. Okay, people had sex. There were several occasions of entering into other people or land or various other things. Oh yeah, right. Joseph's brothers found him in Egypt, I think, and then he was.
Oh yeah.
And then he ordered them to bring the youngest brother as proof, and then they brought him over after some fighting with their daddy, and then Joseph was like, okay, now tell your daddy and everyone else to come over here so we can live together. And then we had a family reunion and things happened after that. I don't remember what happened after the family reunion.
Well, probably wasn't very important.
I'm just glancing over, seeing if anything quick starts my memory, but
I think they all just kind of just became family and did breeding things as one does.
I don't know. I can't remember, so it clearly wasn't very important. So it ended with, and he said to his son Joseph, "See, I am dying. His guidance will be with you, and he will lead you back to the land of your daddies. I give you one part beyond that of your brothers, which I took from the hands of the Amorite with my sword and bow." Okay, so Joseph's daddy gave him some land. Oh yeah, Joseph's daddy was dying. Right. Right, that was a thing. I remember now. And then Joseph entered the tent with two other people. I don't think his brothers, just probably random servants.
Servants.
Don't remember. Can you zoom out the family tree a little bit? I'm actually curious what the current status is. Holy fuck, this is... I just want to point out... Nice. I just want to point out... For, I think, 3 or 4... Why is that connected to the grid? I just want to point out, for 3 or 4 streams in a row by now, we've been stuck on Jacob and his direct offspring, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot of offspring at this point.
I mean, there's a bunch already here of people, but like we haven't made it down further generationally very far. We found out a lot of his grandchildren, but we're still on generation Jacob and his sons, basically. Those are still the protagonists right now.
Well, we are about to finish Book of Genesis and move on to Exodus.
Well, Jacob is about to die, obviously, but
yeah.
Still, I find it interesting how drawn out this generation is, of these people of the generation specifically.
That's what they do, isn't it?
No, they usually don't draw out, which is why they have so many offspring. All right, let me take this off again. So, rude.
Wow.
Why can I not? Hello? Is it lagging or am I just not?
I fixed it.
Good job. Can you actually fix it now? You're wasting precious digital paper. Genesis 49. Then Terrace interrupted my reading and I couldn't start because he's a fucking troll. Genesis 49. Then Jacob called his sons, and he said to them, Gather together, so that I may announce what will happen to you in the last days. The last days of what? Gather together and listen, O sons of Jacob. Listen to Israel, your daddy. Oh yeah, right. Jacob is also called Israel because they can't decide. Because he leveled up, but they just keep switching back and forth just for the little bit of extra confusion. Reuben, my firstborn, you are my strength and the beginning of my sorrow. First in gifts, greater in authority. You're being poured out like water. May you not increase. What? Does that mean he's just
literally
pouring out
him.
his everywhere? Or like, so is his daddy just saying, okay, well, you just made a mess everywhere, so you don't deserve to multiply. Sorry, increase, not multiply. Very different things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For you climbed onto your daddy's bed and you defiled his resting place. When did that happen?
Yes.
What? And what does you are being poured out like water mean, actually?
I honestly wish I could tell you.
Like, his blood, sure, but him? I will heat you up to the point where you become liquid, and then I will... What?
I know you can't see, but my hand is up right now. I got a question. Is there going to be a test at the end of this?
No, the test is going to be at the end of your life. And you're just going to be standing at Heaven's Gate, and God is going to be like, okay, give me a rough overview of what happened in Genesis 40 to 50. And you're going to be like...
I'm going to start patting down my pockets like,
No. You're going to be there and you're going to be like, oh, that's an easy one. 3 things happened. Increase, multiplication, and incest. Because that's the entire Bible for you. The brothers Simeon and Levi, vessels of iniquity, waging war. Let not my soul go by their counsel, nor my glory be within their meeting. Wait, is that a good or a bad thing? Let not my soul go by their counsel. So he doesn't want their advice? Or his glory in their reach? So he doesn't want any help from him, and they don't deserve his glory. For in their fury they killed a man, and in their self-will they undermined a wall. Cursed be their fury, because it was obstinate, and their indignation, because it was harsh. I will divide them in Jacob, and I will scatter them in Israel. What? Okay, wait. Is Jacob a piece of land, or...
He's a carpet.
He just takes them between his thighs and just crushes them into 2 pieces. And well, I guess scatter them in Israel refers to the land now, but I will divide them in Jacob. Is that so? They both have to go to a land that's apparently called Jacob, and then they will have to split up. I don't get it.
Oh, this never makes any sense.
Judah, your brothers will praise you. Your hand will be at the necks of your enemies. The sons of your daddy will reverence you. Judah is a lion's young. You have gone up to the prey, my son. While resting, you have lain like a lion. And just like a lioness who would rouse him.
I'm so confused already. It's been...
Okay, so he's just he hasn't done anything bad. He's just laid in wait like a lion, and just like a female lion who would arouse him. Sure. The scepter from Judah and the leader from his thigh will not be taken away.
What's the obsession with thighs?
Until he who will be sent arrives, and he will be the expectation of genitals. Is that French? Gentil? I guess. I just want to point out, so the scepter from Judah, we're currently talking about Judah, he's being the good boy. The scepter from Judah and the leader from his thigh. Did you edit this? Was this leather at some point?
No, this is unedited. This is this is the Bible for you.
How do you have a leader on your thigh?
Yes.
Okay. Tying his young colt to the vineyard and his donkey.
Maybe just means his offspring. Maybe it's just a really scuffed way of saying his offspring.
So nobody will yoink his semen. Got it. Tying his young colt to the vineyard and his donkey, oh my son, to the vine. He will wash his robe in wine and his cloak in the blood of the grape. His eyes are more beautiful than wine, his teeth whiter than milk.
That's not healthy.
Okay, so basically, Judah was a good boy and he'll be in charge until some random stranger who will be identified by doing the following things, shows up. So what's stopping the other brothers from telling some person, yo, just do these things and then you'll be in charge here? Okay, whatever. It'll all make sense in the end. Zebulun will live at the seashore and by the outpost of ships, reaching as far as Sidon. Issachar will be a strong donkey, reclining between the borders. You can't have children. You're cursed. You will be in charge until some stranger shows up. You will just be living on the seashore. And you're a donkey.
You're an ass.
He saw that the rest would be good and that the land was excellent. And so he bent his shoulder to carry and he became a servant under tribute. This is still all what their daddy is saying, right?
It looks like
Hold on. Let's go back. Jacob called his sons and he said to them. Trying to find if it ends anywhere. Where does it actually end?
It doesn't.
Because maybe they forgot it again.
That's convenient.
Oh wait, there. I think I found it.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so this is all what Jacob is saying. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that he's still saying that. And he became a servant under tribute. Dan will judge his people just like any other tribe in Israel. Let Dan be a snake in the way, a viper in the path, biting the hoofs of horses, so that his rider may fall backward. So basically, Dan, just go and sabotage people and fuck with them. It's funny.
Go bite horses. What a strangely specific request.
Okay, Dan, just pretend you're a crazy old homeless person and bite horses.
Oh.
I will wait for your salvation, O Lord. Gad, being girded, will fight before him, and he himself will be girded backward. Asher, his bread will be fat, and he will provide delicacies to the kings.
It seems like a really strange your mama joke kind of punchline. It's like your mama's so feral she bites horses.
I'm not sure, but isn't there the saying? I don't know. Like I'm so hungry I could eat an entire horse.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm quite hungry, but not so hungry I could eat an entire horse, but hungry enough to eat the horse's legs.
Just leave a horse nugget. Oh.
Naphtali is a stag sent forth, offering words of eloquent beauty. Joseph is a growing son and stately to behold. Daughters run back and forth on the wall. But those who held darts provoked him, and they contend with him, and they envied him. His bow sits in strength, and the bands of his arms and his hands have been let loose by the hands of the mighty one of Jacob. What?
Nothing.
So he has a bow, and he's good with using the bow, and the bands of his arms and hands have been let loose by the hands of the mighty one of Jacob. So basically, is Jacob just telling him, yo, you're strong, do whatever you want, have your revenge on your brothers, basically?
You're a donkey, you bite horses, and you just do what you want.
From there he went forth as a pastor, the stone of Israel. Imagine just turning into stone. Amazing. The skytis of your daddy will be your helper, and the Almighty will bless you with the blessings of heaven above, with the blessings of the abyss that lies beneath, and with the blessings of the breasts and of the womb. So he will grow boobs and a womb?
Or he'll just get a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, what is the blessing of
harem question mark?
Oh, that's... That's possible. Can't rule that out. The blessings of your daddy are strengthened by the blessings of his daddies, until the desire of the hills of eternity shall arrive. Ah, yes, the hills of eternity always want that one thing.
Does that one line with the breasts and the womb constitute? Does it justify us placing the Bible under the gender bender category in like one of the novel websites?
I am not sure if it was referring to him. Like, I don't know what the blessing is. I mean, the blessing of just means... It doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna get them. It might just be the blessing of someone else's breast. So maybe he's just getting a lot of breast milk and children. Also possible. We don't know. We're gonna find out probably in the following few verses. But as of right now, I don't think we can safely conclude.
Understandable.
May they be at the head of Joseph and at the summit of the Nazarite among his brothers. I think they misspelled that. Not sure though. Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. In the morning he will eat the prey, and in the evening he will divide the spoil. Okay. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel. These things their daddy spoke to them, and he blessed each one with their proper blessings. Oh, good. So he didn't accidentally use the wrong blessing on the wrong person. That's good.
That's good to know. Yeah.
And he instructed them, saying, "I am gathered to my people. I'm being gathered to my people. Bury me with my daddies in the double cave, which is in the field of Ephron the Hittite, opposite Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought along its field from Ephron the Hittite as a possession for burial."
I do like how they summed up like what happened like a good while ago.
Important. I mean, otherwise I might take the wrong double cave. Because clearly his children are not the brightest.
He needs to specify it very, very precisely.
Well, he knows that, otherwise they'll just do a skytis and intentionally misinterpret it. There, they buried him with his wife Sarah. Wait. I like how he's just describing himself. Basically, I am being gathered and I am being buried with his wife. So now he's talking about himself in third person with his wife Sarah.
Brilliant.
Do you see how it starts with I am being gathered and then it ends with his wife? So whose wife was Sarah? Was Sarah his wife or his daddy's or like?
No. Sarah was Thingy's wife. Yeah, Abraham's.
Okay, and Abraham is Jacob's dad.
Sarah is where they buried the.
So Sarah is his mom, basically.
A grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay. Isaac was in between them. Okay, wait. So bury me with my daddies in the double cave. Abraham bought.
No, he's describing what happened. He's still saying what
Abraham.
happened.
Okay, yeah, okay, now I get it. Okay. Yeah. And there Isaac was buried with his wife Rebecca. There also Leah lies preserved. Why do they specify that she's preserved? I have a feeling that this is leading somewhere very, very dark.
Oh, she's still ready to go. Maybe you'll need some little microwaving, but other than that, she's good.
And having finished these commands by which he instructed his sons, he drew his feet onto the bed and he passed away. And he was gathered to his people. Okay, I'm done. Just lays down. And now I'm dead. Go away.
Finish his blessing and just thud. Face past the desk.
Genesis 50. Joseph, realizing this, fell upon his daddy's face, weeping and kissing him. I just want to imagine him wanting to like come up to his now dead daddy, and he just trips and just falls on him. And he instructed his servant physicians to embalm his daddy with aromatics. And while they were fulfilling his orders, 40 days passed. For this was the method of embalming whatever the fuck dead bodies. And Egypt wept for him for 70 days. So are those 70 days already including the 40 days, or are we embalming him for 40 days and then after we're done with that, now we can start weeping for 70 days? Or were they already weeping during the 40 days and then it's another 70 afterwards?
Well, I'd assume it's the 70 afterwards, because that's after those 40 days is when they would have, put him in a cave. And after that would be the last time you would see him. That would be like the goodbye.
Okay, I thought you were going to say after those 40 days is when they would have realized that he died. And when the time for mourning was fulfilled, Joseph spoke to the family of Pharaoh. If I have found favor in your sight, speak to the ears of Pharaoh. For my daddy made me swear, saying, see, I am dying.
Behold.
See, I am dying. You shall bury me in my sepulchre, which I dug for myself in the land of Canaan. Therefore I shall go up and bury my daddy, and then return. And Pharaoh said to him, go up and bury your daddy, just as he made you swear. So as he went up, all the elders of the house of Pharaoh went with him, along with every patriarch in the land of Egypt. Okay, hold on. What exactly is a patriarch?
Yes.
Because every patriarch. Okay, so it's like the family elder, basically.
Understandable.
So basically, all the old people just climbed up a hill with him. All old people in the entire land of Egypt.
So couldn't they have just said that instead?
No. Along with every patriarch in the land of Egypt, and the house of Joseph with his brothers, except their little ones and flocks, and also the herds which they left behind in the land of Gotham.
What about the cattle?
No. So, just to sum up, so Joseph went up there, and all the old people, or the elder people of every family in Egypt, and all the elder of House of Pharaoh, so not just males, and basically everyone that serves with Joseph or is related to him or in some way, with all of their animals and everything, except for their children, their flocks, and the herds. So yeah, cattle is going up there.
Oh.
But everything else, they apparently already left behind in Gotham, wherever the fuck that was. But they're now in Egypt, so yeah, that was already left behind. So pretty much everyone is just climbing up this hill to bury Jacob, I guess.
Sounds about right. A lot of people, yeah.
Likewise, he had in his company chariots and horsemen.
Become horse.
And it became a crowd without restraint. And they arrived at the threshing place of Atad. That's a tad short for a name. Which is situated beyond the Jordan. There they spent 7 full days celebrating the funeral rites with a great and vehement lamentation. And when the inhabitants of the land of Canaan had seen this, they said, "This is a great lamentation for the Egyptians." It's like they're going there, they're just having a great party, and they're just like, "Yo, this is a great party." And for this reason, the name of that place was called the Lamentation of Egypt.
How original.
Amazing. And so the sons of Jacob did just as he had instructed them. And carrying him into the land of Canaan, they buried him in the double cave, which Abraham had bought, along with its fields, from Ephron the Hittite as a possession for burial, opposite Mamre.
You should have like a fucking Hittite counter.
Please no. And Joseph returned into Egypt with his brothers and all those of his company, having buried his daddy. Now that he was dead, his brothers were afraid. And they said to one another, "Perhaps now he may remember the injury that he suffered and requite us for all the evil that we did to him." Okay, so now they're talking about Joseph, and they're just hoping that he will forgive them. So they sent a message to him, saying, "Your daddy instructed us before he died that we should say these words to you from him. I beg you to forget the wickedness of your brothers and the sin and the malice that they practiced against you. Likewise, we petition you to release the servants of the skytes of your daddy from this iniquity." Oh hey, another petition. Let's see how that goes for them. Hearing this, Joseph wept, and his brothers went to him. And reverencing prostrate on the ground, they said, "We are your servants." And he answered them, "Do not be afraid. Are we able to resist the will of Skytus? You devised evil against me, but Skytus turned it into good, so that he might exalt me, just as you presently discern, and so that he may bring about the salvation of many people. Do not be afraid. I will pasture you and your little ones." What a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he consoled them, and he spoke mildly and leniently.
What you drinking there, boy?
Water?
Wow.
But I might change that soon, depending on how this goes. And he lived in Egypt with all his daddy's house. And he survived for 110 years. Okay, so Joseph, 110. And he saw the sons of Ephraim to the third generation. Likewise, the sons of Machir, the son of Manasseh, were born onto Joseph's knees. Do we have them? Wait, so Ephraim has sons.
Who did?
Ephraim.
Right, okay.
Let me back on. But what does it mean? He saw the sons of Ephraim to the third generation. So he saw his grandchildren?
Ephraim.
Just put sons and then another generation and then sons again? And then another generation and then of sons? I think that's what this means. He saw the sons of Ephraim to the third generation. The first generation would be Ephraim's sons. The second would be the sons of their sons. And then you need to put another one.
More
yeah,
sons.
Exactly. And what was it about?
Thanks, Bible. Very cool.
Likewise, the sons of Machir, the son of Manasseh. Okay, so Manasseh has a son named Machir.
Fucking who? Machir. Yeah, there we go.
And Machir had sons.
just sons. Just sons.
I'm
okay.
sure we'll learn about them soon enough. After these things happened, he said to his brothers, "Skytus will visit you after my death, and he will make you ascend from this land into the land which he swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And when he had made them swear and had said, "Skytus will visit you, carry my bones with you from this place," he died, having completed 110 years of his life, and having been embalmed with aromatics, he was laid to rest in a coffin in Egypt.
Brilliant.
Well, that sums up Genesis.
I
Help.
guess we can do the quiz now.
Hold on, oh, this is Genesis specific. Okay, yeah. Let me see if this works. Oops, I still have your thing on. These are simple Bible quiz questions that you should know if you have read the book of Genesis. Okay, well, I have 100% read Genesis, so let's see. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for what?" So man can see?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Ripped for his pleasure.
I like how there's the only one that's capitalized as well.
Yeah, I mean, all the other ones don't really make much sense. Man and woman wasn't made then. Signs and seasons. What the fuck? His pleasure. Yeah, right. What did God form man from?
The image of God.
I thought it was clay, but yeah, I guess they.
No, that's the other people.
Oh yeah, right. That's the other man. Where did God plant the garden in Eden? What? Excuse me. What in the actual? No. Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna skip this question for now. Can you just look up if it actually says that? Should be fairly early on. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna guess east.
Well, no, if it was east, we would have laughed about it harder.
You are so fucking right. Holy shit, you're a genius.
So that's literally the only one that's wrong.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna say south, but I actually want you to check if it says there. When God asked Adam, "Where are you?"
Well, I just searched the Bible for all four of those words, and none of them show up.
Well, maybe it doesn't say south.
I think there might be a translation issue.
Maybe it just says south and not southward or west.
Actually, no. I think there was a direction because now that I think about it, I think I remember us like questioning south of what or like something like like questioning.
Well, I'm going with
where?
south, whatever. When God asked Adam, "Where are you?" What was Adam's reply? "I am over here. I'm busy eating fruit. Eve and I are leaving for vacation." I heard your voice in the garden. I was afraid because I was naked. Yeah, he was definitely naked. That was.
Going on vacation.
Who built a city named Enoch? Yes. Seth was not really that important. So I'm gonna. Abel was very early on. He wouldn't have built a city. And Adam, no. So
didn't Cain die or something?
Wait, where was Seth in the? I mean, Adam, Cain, and Abel are too early on, in my opinion, to be that.
I mean, I mean, Seth is able to do things.
Okay, I'm going with Seth.
Wait, no, it was not Cain because one of Cain's sons was Enoch.
But it's about a city, and we don't know. Whatever. This is my guess. Fuck you. Do the quiz yourself. Who lived 969 years? Nice.
Oh my god! Yes, years of training.
Okay, so it was Enoch doesn't exist. Enoch, I don't know.
One.
Mahalalel. I think it's Methuselah, but
It is, yeah.
It is? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I want to do this without cheating. I want to put my guesses down and then we can check. How many of each every clean animal did he take? Oh, that's not a zero, that's an O. Yes, he took O animals. It was not 2. So 5 or 7. I'm gonna say 5 because otherwise the boat is gonna sink. Who are the 3 sons of Noah? Gomer, Magog, Japheth, Ham, Shem, and Shephem. Oh yeah, that sounds about right. So I don't remember the name Magog. And I think I would have remembered because GOG, Gog. So Magog.
Yeah.
So it can't be 1 or 4.
Well, we know Shem and Ham were both.
Yeah, and I remember Ham, Shem, and Shephem, so it must be this. How was Lot related to Abraham? Lot was the son of Abraham's brother. Lot was Abraham's father, brother, cousin.
Well, it was either father.
I think
brother.
Lot was later on.
Yeah, he was a little bit.
So I'm saying son of his brother. Who was Abraham's father? Oh boy.
Abraham's father. Terah, I think that was.
It's either Terra or now.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm fairly certain it was Terra.
But I think Terrace appeared first, and then it was Naga. So this one seems more likely.
I'll fucking check if I have to.
Who changed Abraham's wife's name? Well, God. God just said, yeah, fuck you. She's now called Sarai, not Sarai. Who is the father of the Moabites? Moab.
Moab.
Ammon. I've seen that name. I have no idea who the fuck Ben Ami is. And Zoa. No. What happened to Isaac when he was 8 days? Oh, no.
Poor Isaac.
He died. No, this is not the binding of Isaac, but if it was, then who stopped Abraham from slaying his son? An angel. Easy. Who was Keturah? The wife of Isaac, Jacob, Esau, or Abraham? Well, not Abraham. Abraham was Sarah. Jacob and Esau, I'm not sure, and Isaac, I'm not sure either.
I think I would say Isaac.
I would say Isaac because Jacob and Esau were more recent, so we would remember them. So, how old was Isaac when Esau and Jacob were born? Fuck you. Isaac was dead before they were born. 25, 60, 100.
I was not 100.
Wait. So Esau and Jacob were the sons of. Hold on. No, were they his sons?
Were they?
I'm trying to think if there was someone in between them.
I can't think of anyone.
Well, then I don't think he would have been dead by then. And 100 years, 2 children, then no, I'm gonna say 60. 25 is definitely too young. You don't have children at 25 in the Bible.
So they're 60 or 100.
After a dream, how much did Jacob vow to give to God? 0%? It was Daniel, not Jacob. And it was 7%. 15, 10. It was I, Daniel. Who the fuck is Daniel?
To ask you.
And give to God, like what? I'm gonna give it 10% every day. Like, you're gonna say I'm gonna give it 100%? Like, percent of what? 0? Because he didn't vow anything? Fuck you?
Oh,
Who was Reuben talking to when he said, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him? That's his brother Joseph when they are like try to get rid of him. What did Joseph call his brothers? Good, spies, dangerous, evil. Probably good, because he's forgiving. Which one of the following is not one of Jacob's sons? Zebulun,
Daniel.
Joseph, Daniel. Who the fuck's Daniel?
Yeah, I don't know. Who the fuck is Daniel?
Check answers. 55%. Holy shit.
Oof.
Can I actually check? Hold on, do I have to?
Back to quiz.
Back to quiz. Okay. Or science. Well, apparently they mentioned science and seasons. Interesting. He created man from. Well, yeah, it was clay technically, and not the dust. So I guess we had a different Bible. Fuck you. Terrace.
What?
Can you please look east? Look for east in the Bible.
What the fuck?
This one I got.
What
Cain
the
built Enoch. I had this one right. It was apparently 7 of each animal. Shem, Ham, and Shephem. Yeah, these are all right. Apparently Ammon. No, wait, Ammon was wrong. It was Moab. Moab is the father of Moabites. Okay, that seems too easy. I refuse. Keturah is the wife of Abraham, apparently. Okay. And apparently Jacob vowed to give 10% to God. All his brother's spies. Oh, right, when they first arrived. Oh, I thought at the okay. Well, that's a misleading question. Fuck you.
Like you're right about the Daniel. Like who the
Oh,
fuck
click
is
here to
Daniel?
post your score to Facebook. Yes.
Yeah.
And can I just
Yes.
point out? Can I just point something out? This quiz has been taken 14,510 times. First of all, what the fuck is wrong with you people? With an average of 50,
I like how we got the average score.
55.43%. I couldn't have been possibly closer to the average.
We got the exact average score.
That just shows how stupid it is, because we literally just read this.
Yeah. Well, for like the past month and a bit. But yeah.
And you have to consider, we didn't just read it, we talked about it, we added notes and everything, so we engaged with it even more than most people that would just read through it. And even we only got 55% together, sort of. So, what the fuck is this quiz? Fuck off.
Yeah, be mad at the quiz. That's the idea.
Okay, let's. Well, do they have one for each? Bible quiz.
Hope they do.
Bible quizzes for all ages. New Testament, woman in the Old Testament Bible quiz. Oh boy.
Oh no.
When we're done with the Bible, we have to do some more of these.
It's hard. I like how they have a difficulty rating.
Hold on, I want to sort alphabetically. Is there EXO? Whatever. We're moving on. Enough of that for now. The Book of Exodus. Exodus 1. These are the names of the sons of Israel who went into Egypt with Jacob. They entered, each one with his house. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin. Dan and Naphtali, and Gad and Asher. Therefore, all the souls of those who went forth from Jacob's thigh were 70. Now Joseph was in Egypt. I just want to point out, therefore, all the souls of those who went forth were 70. So Jacob's offsprings and in total there were 70?
Seems legit.
Or no, wait, or are they wait, all the souls who went forth from Jacob's thigh. So wait, so does that mean Jacob had 70 children? And yet they only name these.
The other ones didn't need names.
Unimportant NPCs.
Yeah.
When he had died, along with all of his brothers and all of that generation, the sons of Israel increased, and they multiplied like seedlings. And having been strengthened exceedingly, they filled the land.
Oh, not again.
Meanwhile, there arose a new king over Egypt, who was ignorant of Joseph. Well, isn't Joseph dead by now? Now Joseph was in Egypt when he had died. Okay, so Joseph is dead, and there's a king who's just like, oh yeah, that dead guy nobody cares about. And he said to his people, behold, the people of the sons of Israel are many, and they are stronger than we are. Come, let us wisely oppress them, lest they multiply. And if any war should advance against us, they may be added to our enemies. And having fought against us, they might depart from the land. How stupid is this guy? So he's saying there's lots of Israel people, and they are stronger. Let's oppress them so they don't multiply. And if there's a war, then they're our enemies. And because they fought against us, they might just leave. Just gonna put this on so you can share this with the stream. You know, Terrace is a very, very special kind of person. He's the kind of person that can manage to play Getting Over It in Draw.io. Or what was this thing called? It was Draw.io, right? I don't remember. Anyways,
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
the website that you're using. Isn't this used to be called something different?
No, this is diagram.net.
Yeah, but it looks very familiar to me. I used to, well, maybe I'm confusing, whatever.
There was there is a more like advanced kind of version of this, well, idea of this called what's it called? Oh, fuck, I'll fucking have it in my fucking drive. Lucid chart. There you go.
Yes, if you go to draw.io, you're redirected to app.diagrams.net. So yes, I am correct. You're literally using draw.io.
Is it?
Fuck you.
No.
So yes, my point stands. Terrorist is capable of playing Getting Over It in draw.io. You know what? I'll let you work on your masterpiece, and we're just gonna check back later. And so he said over the masters of and so he set over them masters of the works in order to afflict them with burdens. And they built for Pharaoh the cities of the tabernacles, Pithom and Ramses. And the more they oppressed them, so much more did they multiply and increase. And the Egyptians hated the sons of Israel, and they afflicted them and mocked them. And they led their life directly into bitterness, with hard work in clay and brick, and with all kinds of servitude, so that they were being overwhelmed with the works of the land. Yeah, holy shit, they're dumb. Yeah, you're giving them hard work in clay. Of course they're gonna multiply. If you give them clay, they're gonna make new people out of it.
Oh no.
Duh. Then the king of Egypt spoke to the midwives of the Hebrews, one of whom one was called Shifra, another Pua. What? Instructing them, when you will act as a midwife to the Hebrew women, and the time of delivery has arrived, if it is male, put it to death. If it is female, retain it.
Wait. That's to not.
But the midwives feared Skytis, and so they did not act according to the precept of the king of Egypt, but they kept the males safe. Also safe from circumcision? And summoning them, the king said, "What did you intend to do, so that you would save the boys?" They responded, "The Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they themselves have the wisdom of a midwife, and so they give birth before we can come to them." Therefore, Skytis acted favorably towards the midwives, and the people increased, and they were strengthened exceedingly. And because the midwives feared Skytis, he built houses for them.
Wait.
So if I just intimidate people...
You'll get a house. If only we knew it was that easy.
Well, that's definitely a lot better than saving up hundreds of thousands of euros, dollars, or whichever currency to afford a house. Therefore, Pharaoh instructed all his people, saying, "Whatever will be born of the male sex, cast it into the river. Whatever will be born of the female sex, retain it." I just want to point out, born of the male sex can also be interpreted slightly differently. So whenever somebody has gay sex and has a child, cast it into the river. Whenever somebody has lesbian sex, retain the child.
I literally can't believe you've done this.
I'm sure that's what some people said when they were circumcised as well. Exodus 2. After these things, a man from the house of Levi went out, and he took a wife from his own stock. Just goes up to his warehouse and like on the shelf. Oh, yeah, I'll take this wife.
Yoink.
And she conceived and bore a son. And seeing him to be handsome, she hid him for 3 months. And when she was no longer able to hide him, she took a small basket woven of bulrushes, and she smeared it with pitch as well as tar. She placed the little infant inside, and she laid him in the sedge by the bank of the river. Hey, I think I heard this somewhere before, in school, religion lessons or something. She put them in a basket and then just set the basket on the river to float, and just somebody finds it later? Is this? I don't remember. Whatever. His sister was standing at a distance and was wondering what would happen. Then, behold, the daughter of Pharaoh descended to wash in the river, and her maids walked along the edge of the cove. And when she had seen the small basket along the papyruses, she sent one of her servants for it. I'm surprised that you didn't just go ahead and replace papyrus with papega, but okay.
Papaya.
Or that. And when it was brought, she opened it, and realizing that within it was a little crying one, she took pity on him, and she said, "This is one of the infants of the Hebrews." Okay. Guess they are very very physically distinct in their appearance, so she can just identify that. And the sister of the boy said to her, "If you wish, I will go and call to you a Hebrew woman who will be able to nurse the infant." She responded, "Go." The maid went directly and called her mother. And the daughter of Pharaoh said to her, "Take this boy and nurse him for me. I will give you your wages." The woman took and nursed the boy. And when he was mature, she delivered him to the daughter of Pharaoh, and she adopted him in place of his son, and she called his name Moses, saying, "Because I took him from the water." In those days, after Moses had grown up, he went out to his brothers, and he saw their affliction, and an Egyptian man striking a certain one of the Hebrews, his brothers. Okay, so I guess Moses means something related to water, and he was put in a basket, and that's why he later on was able to literally split the ocean. Wasn't that Moses? Oh no, that was osmosis. Sorry, my bad.
It was someone. Wait.
I was just about to say, screw you. You really not gonna appreciate that one? Screw you.
It just like went right over my head.
Hey Naga, should I be scared for my soul? If you haven't read the Bible, no. If you have read the Bible, yes. If you're currently reading the Bible, doubly so. And when he had looked around this way and that, and had seen no one nearby, he struck down the Egyptian and hit him in the sand. Okay, so Moses, who was supposed to be killed but was saved in the basket, was then saved by an Egyptian who probably should have killed him, but she took pity, and then he grew up, and now he's grown up, and he's seeing that an Egyptian is inflicting harm on the people of his kind, on some Hebrews, so he literally just goes ahead and kills the Egyptian.
No, Nargar, I'm not a whale, I'm a person.
It's on the screen. Can this be called an audiobook? You can also refer to it as a podcast. That's up to you. But if you refer to it as a podcast, you have to specify that the pod is made of clay.
Oh.
And going out the next day, he spotted two Hebrews quarreling violently. And he said to him, who was causing the injury, "Why do you strike your neighbor?" But he responded, "Who appointed you as leader and judge over us? Do you want to kill me, just as yesterday you killed the Egyptian?" Moses was afraid, and he said, "How has this word become known?" And Pharaoh heard this talk, and he sought to kill Moses. But fleeing from his sight, he stayed in the land of Midian, and he sat down next to a well. Now there was a priest of Midian with 7 daughters, who came to draw water. Wait, aren't priests not allowed to have children?
I mean, now they're not. Who knows what happened before?
Okay, well, I guess there's gonna be an incident which changes everything. I will leave now. Okay, well, enjoy your damnation to hell and all of that. And having filled the troughs, they desired to water their daddy's flocks. The shepherds overcame them and drove them away, and Moses rose up, and defending the girls, he watered their sheep. And when they had returned to their daddy, wait, didn't we have this name before? Royal.
No, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, yeah.
Okay, he said to them, "Why have you arrived sooner than usual?" They responded, "A man of Egypt freed us from the hands of the shepherds. Moreover, he also drew water with us and gave the sheep to drink." But he said, "Where is he? Why have you dismissed the man? Call him so that he may eat bread." Therefore Moses swore that he would live with him. And he accepted his daughter Zipporah as a wife. And she bore a son to him, whom he called Gershom, saying, "I have been a newcomer in a foreign land." In truth, she bore another, whom she called Eliezer, saying, "For the guidance of my daddy, my helper, has rescued me from the hand of Pharaoh." In truth, after a long time, the king of Egypt was dead, and the sons of Israel, groaning, cried out because of the works. And their cry ascended to Skytis from the works. And he heard that groaning. And he also remembered the covenant which he formed with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord looked with favor, on the sons of Israel, and he knew them. And I just point out, Skydus is just chilling up there, minding his own business for years upon years, and then at some point they all just start crying. He's like, "Oh, you're in pain, huh? I guess I'll do something about that."
Can I just point out how absolutely cursed the phrase "Skydus of my daddy" is?
No.
And how often it has been read now?
Can I just point out that you're gonna have to make a new diagram, especially because whatever you did there, just yep. And yeah, we need an Exodus diagram, I believe.
Oh, wait, so is this just the Genesis one?
I think so, because we don't know. There's no. I mean, you could, or you could just make a giant a horizontal line at the bottom, because it starts with the sons of Jacob. And then it's when they're all dead. So we're years upon years, centuries later. When they are all dead, then the Egyptians took over. So yeah, I guess you could put them in the same one, but you have to make it.
I'll just get a giant container.
Yeah, or that. Hold on. Click on.
Well, thick line.
And then put Book of Genesis or something. Maybe a little more legible at the top, a little bigger. While you do that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something else to drink. I need a refill.
Rude. I just made it worse. I'm just making a mess. Yeah, I want. Hello. This is not what I wanted. Oh. Hello. Hello. Aha. Fucking amazing. Aha. This is Genesis now. It's just magnificently fucking broken. This should be a wallpaper. Oh my god, it really should. I mean, I'll just make this into a wallpaper. Uno momento. It's just a hilarious idea for a wallpaper. Oh. Oh, fuck. I'm tired. Sunday.
You know how everyone tells you math is super important?
Do they?
In life, you'll need math all throughout your life.
Right, okay, yeah, sure.
And then you're in school and past 4th grade, you're just wondering, why would I ever need this? I just realized, I think they were only referring to the basics. You need addition and multiplication because otherwise you can't have children. If you don't know how to multiply,
oh no,
then how are you going to have any offspring?
Brilliant. Don't mind me. I'm just crashing my computer accidentally.
Maybe you should put this into a new into a new graph diagram, I mean. Because clearly this cannot be handled anymore.
Oh, it's fine. We'll just have a whole separate container for Genesis, but then if you're still in the same area, we can still link things together.
Well, but you said this is crashing your computer right now.
No, it's not this. I did a thing, and I'm doing a thing, and my computer didn't like it, so I'm just waiting for it to catch up.
Okay, so let's see.
In the meantime, what are we adding to?
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So yeah, there's Egyptians and there's Hebrews, like, as tribes, but no specific names.
Fuck. Do not. Can you? Go back. No. Stop.
Okay, so there's 2 Hebrew midwives. They're called. One is called Shipra and one is called Pua. And they were instructed to kill the males. They didn't do it. And then the king summoned them and it's like, why did you do that? They said...
Alright, who's the first person then?
I'm trying to figure out if these are of any importance, the ones that I highlighted. Like if...
Midwife, wife, where are you highlighting things? Where are we on the page?
I'm at the beginning of Book of Exodus. I'm not sure if they're relevant, so I'm just trying to understand.
Every character is obviously relevant, duh.
Well, then you also have the Pharaoh and the king.
Okay, they're not all relevant.
Who could have seen this coming? Okay.
I'm just scrolling through the book now.
So after these things, a man of Levi went out. So an offspring of Levi took a wife, conceived a son. Yeah, okay. So Levi is important. So Levi was Levi was a son of Levi's in the other thingy, so you have to make an arrow all the way to the old one. So Levi takes a wife from his own stock and she has a son. And the son is handsome, so she hides him. And then she puts him in the river. And then, yeah, they find him and all of that. And then...
So Levi has a river son.
He has a son that's later put into the river. He will be renamed Moses, so you might as well put that in right now. And then they find the basket. Wait, who opened it? She. Who is she? The daughter of Pharaoh. Okay, so... So the daughter of Pharaoh is not killing this child.
Murder.
And then a maid is calling her mother. Take this boy and nurse. Okay. So some maid of the daughter of Pharaoh is raising Moses. It's not her son, but she's treating him like her son. Yeah, she adopted him. He was not named, so just maid of daughter of Pharaoh raises Moses.
The maid
of the daughter of Pharaoh.
Daughter of the... How the fuck do you write
Pharaoh?
How the fuck?
Here.
So there's a P somewhere in there. Yeah.
Capital P, because it's name. His name.
More of a title, but yeah.
No, he Pharaoh. Gosh.
No.
So she raises him. Yes, rise, exactly. She rises him. And then Moses grows up and he kills the Egyptian.
Why did it? It just like.
I'll leave you to it, okay? You'll figure it out.
It's done it again.
He kills the Egyptians. Okay, and then there's the 7 daughters and whatever. Okay, so Moses accepts. So Moses' wife is Zipporah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! How the fuck? What? What? What?
This is supposed to say Exodus.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. So Moses has a wife. You're gonna have to put no. You have to put her as a separate character because she also has a daddy and she has 6 sisters. So
Okay. I'm gonna just. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm gonna try to figure out what does it say.
Get rid
Now
of
there
that
was a
thing.
priest of Midian with 7 daughters. Okay.
African elongation ritual. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Okay. So
What? It's done.
Moses
so
has a
the
wife,
wife. So her name is
Zipporah,
Zipporah.
and her daddy is, I don't think he's named. He's a priest of Midian. Checking if there's any names.
Prince of what?
Priest of Midian. Oh no, wait. And when they had returned to their daddy, Royal. Okay, so apparently the priest of Midian is called Royal.
Roel.
Yes, and he has 6 other daughters, which are probably not of relevance. So just put and 6 sons and daughters, and just use sons in strike through text. Yeah, 6 daughters, or 6 further daughters. Okay, so he accepted his daughter Zipporah as a wife, and she bore a son to him, whom he called Gershom. So Zipporah and Moses equals Gershom.
Where the fuck? There we go. Gershom.
And then also another one, Elisa. Whatever the fuck you want to pronounce that. No,
Eliezer.
it's IE.
What? No, fuck's sake. I delay.
Okay, and then they all cry, and then he hears it, and okay, now we're at Exodus 3. All right. Now Moses was pasturing the sheep of his daddy-in-law Jethro, a priest. Wait, what? Who the fuck is Royal? Okay, so apparently Zipporah's dad is called Jethro. Huh? Okay, well, it's not Royal. Royal is someone else. Now there was a priest having filled the troughs. Shepherds overcame them, drove them away. Moses rose up, defending the girls. And when they had returned to their daddy, who's daddy? I don't understand. I think Royal is also called Jethro. What exactly are you trying to do there?
African elongation ritual.
Yeah.
So he just 2 names.
I'm not sure. You go ahead and interpret that for me. So I'm going to highlight it for you. On the previous page, there was a priest of Midian with 7 daughters, came to draw water. There were shepherds that overcame them and drove them away. And then Moses defended the girls. And when they, so I presume the girls, had returned to their daddy Royal, so Royal is the daddy of the girls, he said to them, why have you arrived sooner? They said, we were freed and we had water to drink. And then he says, where is he? Why have you dismissed the man? And then Moses swore that he would live with him. He accepted his daughter Zipporah as a wife. So somebody's daughter, Zipporah, is now Moses' wife. But at the beginning of Exodus 3, it says his daddy-in-law Jethro, a priest of Midian. So Jethro is another priest of Midian? Or just another name for royal? Okay, so...
maybe they just can't decide what's going on.
Why have you arrived sooner than usual? So the girls that drew water, why are they here so early? And they said, men of Egypt freed us from the shepherds? Wait, what? Wait a moment. No, I think I get it now. Oh, so they return to their daddy, and the daddy, not Moses, says to them, why are you home so early? And then they're like, oh yeah, this guy freed us. And then their daddy says, where is he? Why did you dismiss him? Bring him here. He's a cool guy. And then Moses swore that he would live with him.
Yeah, Moses was the guy.
Yeah, Moses was the guy that saved the 7 daughters.
Yeah.
But the guy, the daddy, royal, yes, that. And then he takes his daughter, Zipporah. So no, royal, and he's just called royal and Jethro.
Brilliant. Fucking freaks with 2 names.
Yeah, this is not gonna get confusing. I have another Israeli Jacob. And when he had driven the flock into the interior of the desert, he came to the mountain of Skytis, Horeb. And the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. Hey, I remember that part. And he saw that the bush was burning and was not burned. Wow. Amazing. Therefore Moses said, I will go and see this great sight, why the bush is not burned. Then the Lord, discerning that he proceeded on to see it, called to him from the midst of the bush. And he said, Moses, Moses. And he responded, here I am. And he said, lest you should approach here, remove the shoes from your feet, for the place on which you stand is holy ground. And he said, I am the Skytis of your daddy, the Skytis of Abraham, the Skytis of Isaac, the Skytis of Jacob, and the Skytis of Jacob. Moses hid his face, for he dared not look directly at Skytis. And the Lord said to him, I have seen the affliction of my people in Egypt, and I have heard their outcry because of the harshness of those who are over the works. And knowing their sorrow, I have descended in order to free them from the hands of the Egyptians and to lead them from that land into a good and spacious land, into a land which flows with milk and honey, to the places of the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Amorite and Perizzite and Hivite and Jebusite. And so the outcry of the sons of Israel has come to me, and I have seen their affliction with which they are oppressed by the Egyptians. Where have I heard this before? Oh yeah, right, about 10 lines ago. But come, and I will send you to Pharaoh, so that you may lead my people, the sons of Israel, out of Egypt. Oh boy. Hey, Kappa Claus. All of my friends want to see my hot bush. Yeah, me too.
Send bush pics.
Kappa bush is real. Okay. So basically there's a burning bush, which is like a device which Skytis uses to communicate through. And he's just telling them, I've seen your suffering, so I'm going to bring you somewhere else because I've seen your suffering. And I will lead your people away from here. AKA, he just said the same thing twice.
Brilliant. I'm starting to realize the theme of repetition.
Don't throw shoes at the bush. Well, he already took off his shoes before. What was it?
Step on the bush.
Yeah. Remove the shoes from your feet, for the place on which you stand is holy ground, so And Moses said to Skytis, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and that I should lead the sons of Israel out of Egypt?" And he said to him, "I will be with you, and you will have this as a sign that I have sent you. When you have brought my people out of Egypt, you will offer sacrifice to Skytis upon this mountain." Wait, what? "And you will have this as a sign that I have sent you." Okay, and the sign that he was sent is when you will have brought my people out of Egypt, you will offer sacrifice. Ah, yes. He's just gonna walk up to the Pharaoh and is like, "Okay, Skytis has appeared to me, and he told me to take my people and just peace out. And as a proof, after I leave, I'm gonna sacrifice something on this mountain all the way over there, way out of your reach." Yeah, Pharaoh is definitely gonna be on board with that. That's
yes, guarantee.
I promise I'm not a scammer. Just trust me, bro.
The Egyptian Prince Olafric.
Holy shit. Moses said to Skytis, "Behold, I will go to the sons of Israel, and I will say to them, the Skytis of your daddies has sent me to you. If they say to me, what is his name? What shall I say to them?" Skytis said to Moses, "I am who am." What the fuck did you do to this?
And that wasn't me. That is 100% unterraced Bible.
No
Can
offense.
we also have what you just did as a sound snippet?
Maybe. Wait, hold on. Skytis said to Moses. Raise not found. What the fuck? Wait. Which page is this on? 35. On. I need to check this now because this is so fucking dumb.
Like, you don't trust me?
No. Why would I ever why would anyone trust you?
Oh.
Hold on, I'm almost there. So 32.
It keeps actually, if you read on, it gets better.
God says to Moses, "I am who am."
Fucking yeah. He literally yells at him. He speaks to him in godlike gibberish.
I just imagine he just appears to him and he just has a Russian accent and it's just, "I am who am." He just can't even speak proper English. Just
I am who am.
What does that mean? Idinaui sukabliet. I am who am. Okay. I can confirm, I just checked the original unedited document. It does in fact say that. Wait. There, I just needed to add a note to make this more understandable.
Excuse me, the fuck.
Oh yeah, you wanted marker. I am who am. There, then I'll have a look. This would work. Okay, so Skytis said to Moses, "I am who am." He said so. Moses' response, I assume? Or is Skytis still saying this? No, I guess Skytis is still saying this. Okay. He said, "Thus shall you say to the sons of Israel, he who is has sent me to you." And Skytis said again to Moses, "Thus shall you say to the sons of Israel, the Lord Skytis of your daddies, the Skytis of Abraham, the Skytis of Isaac, and the Skytis of Jacob has sent me to you. This is the name for me in eternity, and this is my memorial from generation to generation." Wait, so this is my name. So we shall henceforth return to Skytis as the Lord Skytis of your daddies, the Skytis of Abraham, the Skytis of Isaac, and the Skytis of Jacob. That's like his full name for eternity. Sure, why not? Go and gather together the elders of Israel, and you shall say to them, the Lord of Skytis of the Lord of Skytis of your daddies, the Skytis of Abraham, the Skytis of Isaac, and the Skytis of Jacob has appeared to me, saying, when visiting, I have visited you.
Oh. Oh.
Has appeared to me, saying, when visiting, I have visited you, and I have seen all that has befallen you in Egypt. And I have spoken in order to lead you out of the affliction of Egypt into the land of the Canaanite and the Hittite and Amorite and Perizzite and Hivite and Jebusite, into a land flowing with milk and honey. Holy fuck. And they shall hear your voice, and you shall enter, you and the elders of Israel, and the king of Egypt, and you shall say to him, the Lord Skytis of the Hebrews has called us. We shall go 3 days, journey into the wilderness, in order to offer sacrifice to the Lord our Skytis. Wait. Huh? Where does this...
Just, I get a lot of confusion.
There's... Okay, so there's a beginning of a quote, there's an end of a quote, and there's another quote that ends, which begins where? Because here's an ending quote.
It doesn't.
And you shall say, we shall go 3 days. Oh no, it's an apostrophe, not a what the fuck are they called? A journey of 3 days. 3 days journey. That's what this is saying.
3 days is
Okay.
It's just incredible, honestly.
Quotation marks. Yes, that's the word. Thank you. Not a quotation mark in this context. Okay, so we shall go on a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifice, and we'll be home. We'll be home before dark. Promise. But I know that the king of Egypt will not release you unless you go out by a powerful hand. So he will not let you go unless you bitch slap him. For I will extend my hand and I will strike Egypt with all my wonders that I will do in the midst of them. After these things, he will release you. Oh, is this the 10 plagues or however many? Are we getting to that part? And I will grant favor to this people in the sight of the Egyptians. And so, when you go forth, you shall not go out empty, but every woman shall ask of her neighbor and her hostess vessels of silver and of gold, as well as garments, and you shall set them upon your sons and daughters, and you shall despoil Egypt. Okay. Let me just point something out. So, Skytis is saying, you will not leave Egypt empty-handed. Every woman will ask her neighbor and the maid of her house or whatever for silver and gold and clothing. And you...
All of it.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, give me your money, or I'm gonna stab you. And you shall set them upon your sons and daughters. So either this is some kind of incest again, and Skytis is saying, put the wife on top of your sons and daughters so they can multiply, or he's referring to the clothes and he's just saying, okay, put the clothes and the money on your offspring, and you shall despoil Egypt. Wait, you? I thought the women are asking for it, so they are despoiling Egypt. The men are also, just for the record, the men are not getting anything because the women are asking for this, and the stuff will be given to Moses' sons and daughters. So all the other males
are these the first first gold diggers then?
Is the powerful hand related to the hot bush? The hot bush is basically a telephone through which Skytis is communicating with Moses right now.
Ring, 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 ring. Ow!
So the bush is definitely related because the powerful hand comes from Skytus, who's currently communicating through the bush. What did he say? Harris, could you please repeat what you just said about the digging part? I believe.
I called. Have you discovered the origin story of the gold diggers?
Exodus 4. Responding, Moses said, "They will not believe me, and they will not listen to my voice, but they will say, 'The Lord has not appeared to you.' Therefore, he said to him, 'What is it that you hold in your hand?' He answered, 'A staff.' And the Lord said, 'Cast it down upon the ground.' He cast it down, and it was turned into a snake, so that Moses fled away. And the Lord said, 'Psych, get fucked, bitch.'"
This is like a fucking flower that just like sprays you with water kind of thing.
It's just a fucking amazing magic.
Literally showed him a fucking magic trick. And Moses is like, oh, what the fuck?
Dude, the Lord is the OG pranking troll. And the Lord said, "Reach out your hand and take hold of its tail." He reached out his hand and took hold, and it was turned into a staff. "So may they believe," he said, "that the Lord Skytus of their daddies, the Skytus of Abraham, the Skytus of Isaac, and the Skytus of Jacob has appeared to you." And the Lord said again, "Put your hand into your bosom." And now shove your head up your ass, see how far it can go. Why?
Fucking turns inside out. Turns inside out into a fucking meatball.
And when he had put it into his bosom, he brought it out leprous, resembling snow. Wait, what?
What?
What? Hold on. What does leprous mean? I need
Leper, like you know, like fucking scabs and just falling apart and shit. Like he's got leprosy.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to check because that's what I thought, but that, so it's like, what? Resembling snow. Okay, I have now turned your head into coke. Have fun.
He just walks away. Just fucking throws a peace sign up and walks away into the sunset.
"Put your hand back," he said, "into your bosom." He put it back and brought it out again, and it was like the rest of his flesh. "If they will not believe you," he said, "and will not listen to the sermon of the first sign, then they will believe the word of the subsequent sign. But if they will not believe even these two signs, and they will not listen to your voice, I have yet another magic trick for you. Take water, take the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land, and whatever you will have drawn from the river will be turned into blood." What?
Can I just point out that like Skytus went from physically creating the fucking world to then sort of downgrading his powers to just flooding the world to now just doing fucking kids party tricks?
He's grown old. He's just fucking done with this.
I mean, that's why there's no like fancy miracles happening in today's day and age. He's just fucking used up all
fucking
power.
jaded. He's done with this shit. Moses said, "I beg you, O Lord, I was not eloquent yesterday or the day before, and from the time that you have spoken to your servant, I have greater impediment and slowness of tongue." The Lord said to him, "Who made the mouth of man? And who has formed the mute and the deaf, the seeing and the blind? Was it not I? Go on, therefore, and I will be in your mouth." "And I will teach you what you shall say."
I like how you insert that wee space in here as well. I appreciate this.
Which spacing?
You just randomly put a space here.
Oh, well, I may have smashed my keyboard a little. Are you happy now?
I was happy before you fixed it.
But he said, "I beg you, O Lord, send whomever else you would send." The Lord, being angry at Moses, said, "Aaron the Levite is your brother." Oh, lore, by the way. I know that he is eloquent. Behold, he's going out to meet you, and seeing you, he will rejoice in heart. Okay.
What was the name? Aaron. Ron.
You should probably point out that Levi is not his father, but just some like his grand something daddy, and that Levi is from the book of what was it called? Of Genesis. Just put Levi and then in brackets Genesis, so people will just know that. Okay. Speak to him and put my words in his mouth, and I will be in your mouth and in his mouth, and then reveal to you what you must do.
What? He has a very specific fetish.
He would speak for you to the people, and he will be your mouth.
Should the next stream be on Pornhub by any chance? That would be safer.
But you will be with him in those things that pertain to Skytis. Also, take the staff into your hand. With it, you will accomplish the signs. Moses went forth and he returned to Jethro, his daddy-in-law. And he said to him, I shall go and return to my brothers in Egypt, so that I may see if they are still alive. And Jethro said, go in peace. And so the Lord said to Moses in Midian, go and return to Egypt. For all those who sought your life have died. Therefore Moses took his wife and sons, and he placed them upon a donkey, and he returned into Egypt, carrying the staff of Skytis in his hand. And the Lord said to him, as he was returning to Egypt, see that you accomplish in the sight of Pharaoh all the wonders that I have placed in your hand. I will harden his heart, and he will not release the people. And you shall say to him, thus says the Lord, Israel is my firstborn son. I have said to you, release my son, so that he may serve me, and you were not willing to release him. Behold, I will put to death your firstborn son.
Rude.
Okay, so basically Skytis is saying go to the Pharaoh and tell him let my people go, and Skytis is just making sure that the Pharaoh will not do that, just to fuck with him.
Just a plot point.
And then Moses should say,
oh my god.
Israel is my firstborn son?
Skytis.
No.
Skytis. The Bible is all just a giant fucking D&D plot with fucking Skytis being the fucking dungeon master.
That would explain so many things. Holy shit, it all makes sense now.
That's it, we cracked the Bible. Roll credits!
And while he was on the journey at an inn, the Lord met him, and he was willing to kill him. What? Wait. Who, what, where, when?
Who did a what?
Okay, wait. So Skytis says to Moses should say to Pharaoh, thus says the Lord, Israel is my first son. So Israel is Skytis' firstborn son. That is still what Skytis is saying. Skytis has said to Pharaoh, release my son, so that he may say, oh, so basically Moses is supposed to go up to the Pharaoh and say, Skytis is saying, the people of Israel are my children, so you better let them go so they can serve me. Or you were told that, but you didn't release him, referring to the entire folk probably. So, behold, I will just kill your first child, fuck you. Your first son.
Amazing.
Okay, and then quotation marks here, ending this. Okay, the Lord said this. Okay, so, and while he was on the journey... Ooh. Okay, so while Moses is on his way, the Lord meets Moses at an inn. And he was willing to kill him. Who was willing to kill whom? So the Lord is willing to kill Moses?
I don't know anymore.
Or is this referring to the Pharaoh? like the Lord is.
Oh, I just read the next sentence and I love it.
For this reason, Zipporah took a very sharp stone and she circumcised the foreskin of her son and he touched his feet. And she said, "You are a
Just
bloody
fucking crushed
spouse
his
to me."
dick with a rock.
Okay, so him then refers to Moses, because Moses with his entire family and everyone is just chilling at an inn, and then the Lord is just there, and the Lord is willing to kill Moses for whatever reason. And because the Lord is willing to kill Moses, Moses' wife takes a very sharp stone and circumcises her son and touches his feet. And she says, "You are a bloody spouse to me." Okay, isn't spouse like a wife as in female?
Yes.
Here, let me chop off part of your dick. Hocus pocus, you're now a girl.
It's a boy. Snip. It's a girl.
Can you please highlight this? Maybe the previous one, but I don't think it's relevant. Who needs context?
What color to be highlighting? I don't know.
You were already so interested. You did yellow. Now, previously, we did some kind of green. So, you suck anyways. That is so fucked up. Welcome to the Bible. The entire piece, the entire book's fucked up.
Books. There's multiple.
There's multiple books in this book, so it's a book, but it's also multiple books. It defies logic. Yes, but that made me physically cringe.
The Bible is an anthology.
Oh, okay. And he released.
I really want to fucking buy the physical copy of the Bible on Amazon and then just do a review on the actual content of it.
And he released him. So the Lord is releasing Moses.
Well, if he wasn't, he is now.
And after she had said, "You are a bloody spouse," because of the circumcision. What?
It's just this entire fucking section is just so incredibly scuffed.
It makes no sense, or it's so poorly written that it's so confusing. Because why is the Lord mad at Moses now? The story of the girl who prostituted herself to her dad was kind of funny.
She drugged him as well. Well, she got him drunk.
And it was not prostitution. She did not get paid, unless you consider her semen payments. I shall pay you through the gift of having a child. Then the Lord said to Aaron. Double Aaron. Double Aaron. He's not triple A yet. I'm sure he will level up soon enough. Then the Lord said to double Aaron, "Go into the desert to meet Moses." And he went directly to meet him on the mountain of Skytis, and he kissed him. And Moses explained to double Aaron all the words of the Lord by which he had sent him, and the signs which he had commanded. And they arrived at the same time, and they gathered together all the elders of the sons of Israel. And double Aaron spoke all the words which the Lord had said to Moses, and he accomplished the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed. And they heard that the Lord had visited the sons of Israel, and that he had looked with favor upon their affliction. After falling prostrate, they worshipped. He's not triple Aaron yet. What the fuck, dude?
Level up.
No, not yet. Fuck you. Exodus 5. After these things, Moses and double Aaron entered, and they said to Pharaoh, "Thus says the Lord Skytis of Israel, release my people, so that they may sacrifice to me in the desert." But he responded, "Who is the Lord, that I should listen to his voice and release Israel? I do not know the Lord, and I will not release Israel." And they said, "The Skytis of Hebrews has called us, so that we may go 3 days' journey into the wilderness, and sacrifice to the Lord our Skytis." And just point out that they basically saying, we sacrifice to our Lord our Skytis. So we're sacrificing Skytis to our Lord. Otherwise, a pestilence or the sword may befall us. The king of Egypt said to them, "Why do you, Moses and double Aaron, distract the people from their works? Go back to your burdens." And Pharaoh said, "The people of the land are many. You see that the turmoil has increased. How much more if you give them rest from the works?" Therefore, on the same day, he instructed the overseers of the works and the taskmasters of the people, saying, "You shall no longer give chaff to the people to form bricks, as before. They may go and gather straw. And you shall impose upon them the same quota of bricks that they made before. Neither will you lessen anything, for they are idle, and therefore they cry out, saying, 'We shall go and sacrifice to our skytes.'" Okay, what? So Pharaoh instructed the overseers of the works and the taskmasters, saying, "You shall no longer give chaff to the people doing the brick work, but they may go and gather straw. You shall impose upon them the same quota of bricks." So basically tell them to make straws, and then at the end of the day be like, "Well, you didn't fulfill your brick quota." And you will not lessen anything because they are idle and they are complaining. What? Okay, so basically he's just telling them, just keep the pressure up. Yes, the next sentence explains it. "They shall be oppressed with works, and these shall occupy them, so that they may not agree to lying words." And so the overseers of the works and the taskmasters went out and said to the people, "Thus says Pharaoh, I give you no chaff. Go and collect it whenever you are able to find it. Neither will anything of your work be diminished." And the people were dispersed through all the land of Egypt in order to gather straw. Likewise, the overseers of the works pressured them, saying, "Complete your work each day, just as you were accustomed to do before, when straw was given to you." And those who were first in the works of the sons of Israel were scourged by Pharaoh's taskmasters, saying, "Why have you not filled the quota of bricks? Neither yesterday nor today, just as before." And the first among the sons of Israel came, and they cried out to Pharaoh, saying, "Why do you act against servants in this way?" Excuse me? I guess they were not very good at English. "Why do you act against your servants in this way? Straw is not given to us, and yet the same amount of bricks is commanded. So we, your servants, are cut up by scourging, and injustice is done against your people." And he said, "You are idle, and for this reason you say, 'We shall go and sacrifice to the Lord.' Therefore go and work. Straw will not be given to you, and you will return the customary number of bricks."
What's the significance of the straw here?
It's a strawman argument.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yes, exactly. I guess that just means they have no place to sleep, maybe? Or they can't feed their cattle? Well, they probably don't even have cattle, so I guess they just have no place to sleep. So maybe this just means that they can't rest? It's not a strawman argument, since this is a brick house. It's a brickman argument.
Oh no.
Well, I guess this entire conversation is bricked now.
Oh. Val Orb.
And the first among the sons of Israel saw themselves in a crisis, because it was said to them, "Nothing at all will be lessened from the bricks throughout each day." And they met with Moses and double Aaron, who stood opposite them as they departed from Pharaoh. And they said to them, "May the Lord see and judge, because you have caused our odor to become foul before Pharaoh and his servants, and you have provided him with a sword in order to kill us." Wait. They said to them, who so
Them? You don't know who them is?
So,
come on.
So either the Israel people are saying to Moses and double Aaron, or the other way around, who stood opposite.
It's the answer's so obvious. Come on, man.
You have caused our odor, so I'm guessing it's not Moses and double Aaron, to become foul. You've provided him with the sword. So apparently Moses and double Aaron have given Pharaoh a sword to kill him? Okay. And Moses returned to the Lord, and he said, Lord, why have you afflicted this people? Why have you sent me? For from the time that I entered to Pharaoh, so as to speak in your name, he has afflicted your people, and you have not freed them. Exodus 6. And the Lord said to Moses, Now you will see what I shall do to Pharaoh. For through a strong hand he will release them, by a mighty hand he will cast them from his land. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, I am the Lord, who appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, as Almighty Skytus.
Oh my God.
And I did not reveal to them my name.
Adonai!
And I formed a covenant with them, in order to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their sojourning, in which they were newcomers. Can you please...
So is Adonai the real name of God?
Yeah, that's why I'm highlighting. You need to highlight this. This is literally the most important verse in the entire Bible, I believe. So there's just highlight here. Fuck off.
Let me. I'm gonna. You do you. I'm gonna.
Or maybe it's Adon AI. Maybe it's all uppercase because there's a plot twist coming later, and it's just a computer program running. And it stands for something. You know, like GLaDOS also stands for... I don't fucking know what GLaDOS stands for, but... Yeah, maybe they're being tricked.
Oh my God, no! I just went. Oh. I just.
What? What?
I just. So. Okay. So that didn't make sense to me.
Hey, Tifo.
So I decided to go and find a better translated version of that verse.
Okay. Hold on. I need to put this on stream again. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty, but by my name Jehovah was I not known to them. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't help us because isn't Jehovah literally just another language for God?
Well, apparently Jehovah is God's name. So it's our God by name Jehovah.
But like, isn't Allah? I believe Allah is also God in whatever fucking language. So I don't think God actually has a name. They just refer to him as God in their respective language. But feel free to check if Jehovah maybe means God.
I'm actually just yeah, that's what I'm doing.
What did I stumble into? Salvation. Just salvation. I have heard the groaning of the sons of Israel, with which the Egyptians have oppressed them, and I have remembered my covenant. For this reason, say to the sons of Israel, I am the Lord who will lead you away from the workhouse of the Egyptians and rescue you from servitude, and also redeem you with an exalted arm and great judgments. Why is this not highlighted as...
Okay, so Lord is God's title, and Jehovah is God's formal name.
But does Jehovah mean God in some other language?
It's referred to as God, but it's not. It is actually physically God's name.
Okay.
Apparently.
Well, then maybe make a note that Adonai in some others is Jehovah, and this is probably a translation error.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess...
I'm looking like more into it, see if I can find more. What's God's phone number? Excuse me? Thanks, Google. Very cool.
911.
Apparently 776-2323.
Well, what's the country code?
There is no area code.
What's the country code of heaven again?
No, there is no area code. It's nothing.
No, the area code is just implicitly there. They just... Well, if you want to call God, you better figure out the area code of heaven. Okay, but still, I'm confused. Don't you spell judgment with an E?
So apparently the proper spelling of Jehovah is YHWH, and it has other...
HWH.
Other things are just for English pronunciations, but that's actually how it's written. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do.
I think you'll manage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Terrence,
Fucking copy.
this is not the Bible. Stop multiplying.
Close enough.
What is this? Wait, is this his fucking password?
That's proper spelling of Jehovah.
Can you please just type make a note on the Adonai and just explain this entire situation, that he's actually called Jehovah, but it's actually spelled like this? Just make an explanation there. No, not at all. There's no one fixed spelling since it's a transliteration anyway. Doesn't matter. Well, it matters now. Because there are no vowels in Hebrew. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I just figured out what this is. Terrace, you want to know what YHWH is?
Oh no.
It's the lobby code to join Gods Among Us lobby.
I literally can't believe you've done this. Oh, is Judas going to be in it?
Wait, where were we? Okay.
I don't think it's relevant anymore.
Oh my god. I would rather be in Skiol right now instead of witnessing this. Well, I don't know where Skiol is, but have fun, pack your bags. Nobody's forcing you to stay.
Thanks, Skype is so cool. If anyone has a bit, donate a bit. We need a bit, one bit. We need 1 bit right now.
And I will take you to myself as my people, and I will be your Skytus. And you will know that I am the Lord, your Skytus, who led you away from the workhouse of the Egyptians, and who brought you into the land over which I lifted up my hand in order to grant it to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I will grant it to you as a possession. I am the Lord. I just keep thinking of the guy in South Park who just insists that he's above the law. I forgot which episode this was, but just, I am the Lord. You can't tell me what to do. I thought if you go about Jehovah, you would know that
you spelled Jehovah
what
wrong.
the skill.
It's spelled a Y, not a J.
Yeah, but you suck. It's just wrong lobby. No, I don't. Do I look like I know anything about religion? Dude, I took a religion quiz. Oh wait, this is I guess it's not here anymore. I took a fucking quiz and I only got, no, I guess it's gone. I only got 55% of the answers correct. German, English, German, skill, English, Sheol. Well, I know that Sheol is a place in Binding of Isaac. Does that count? I guess it's like, I don't think it's hell, so it's probably like a precursor to kind of like the purgatory. But I've never heard of the German version, actually. No. I was here. It's the Jewish version of hell, but not really hell. And I thought World War II was the Jewish.
I think this. I think this is now relevant. I'm gonna. Can I? Wait. I'm gonna.
You have nothing else to do. You have nothing else to do than watching the. You know what? I'll leave your English out of. It's fine. Whatever.
I'll wait. It's kind of. I have to show you what.
Oh my god.
Well, so Egg sent me this the other day. Just as like a joke gift. Please check your DMs.
I can't really see much. I can't read. Do I have to read what it is, or?
You can kind of see what it is.
I can guess, but it doesn't look like what I think it is, so it's maybe translated. It looks like I'm camp.
Yeah, it is. I'm Cap.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if it's translated, but yeah, nice. It's totally relevant. I'm definitely gonna share that on stream right now. I'm about to cut a video, but I can't edit the shit files without making proxy versions of it. I have time to spend. That's what you get for playing Genshin.
Weak.
And so Moses explained all these things to the sons of Israel, who did not agree with him because of their anguish of spirit and very difficult work. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Enter and speak to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, so that he may release the sons of Israel from his land." Moses responded in the sight of to the Lord, "Behold, the sons of Israel do not listen to me. And how will Pharaoh listen to me, especially since I am of uncircumcised lips?" Hold the phone. Which lips are we talking about? Is he transgender and we're not informed about that, or are we talking about facial lips? In which case, how do you circumcise? What the hell are circumcised? Oh, yeah, I should definitely not do this on stream. What the fuck constitutes it? If I type circumcised lips, the first result, the uncircumcised lips, Bible Hub. Second result, Jewish Waterville, uncircumcised lips, Parashat Va'era. What does it mean that Moses had uncircumcised lips, and what is its significance? From randasbibleblog.wordpress.com. There are many turns of phrases and unfamiliar phrasings throughout the Bible that can call into question our interpretation of things or lead us to take a second look at the intention behind them. As I was reading through Exodus, one such instance caught my eye in Exodus 6:12-13, which states, exactly, and just quotes, mention of uncircumcised lips, and give me a moment of pause, emphasis, hold on. Holy shit, there's just, I just want to know what it means. In my research, I came across this article which offered a unique comparison for the question I was asking. As Rabbi Isaac states, the Torah discusses different forms of circumcision beyond just the physical. In fact, she asserts that, quote, Jewish people, in the physical case men, are challenged not only to have an external circumcision, but also an internal one, circumcision of the heart. This language is often used to signal the importance of humility and submission to the will of God and law, end of quote. Some scholars believe that the verses in Exodus point towards Moses having a stutter or some other manner of speech impediment that might have made him hesitant to speak up on God's behalf. However, this article also offers a unique alternative perspective. In terms of the narrative, perhaps Moses' struggles with speech was tied to and symbolic of his exile of his people. Okay, so you know what? We'll just leave it at that. To get back to Isaac, yes, Sheol is based about the real Sheol thing. Yeah, obviously, just like not everything, but many things Binding of Isaac are. Are you building up for anything there, Terrace?
No, just every time you say the word behold, this is what comes to my head.
Okay, well. Moses' vagina was uncircumcised is what it means. Yeah, but Moses was born as a male, so that's why I'm wondering if he's transgender and now has an uncircumcised vagina. That's what I first thought, so I'm not sure.
It's like a sock that you just flipped inside out.
Uncircumcised lips just means he's an anal virgin. You have lips on your ass? I mean, you might have if you're getting a rim job, but usually you don't. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, enter... No, wait, we already were... how will you listen with my uncircumcised lips? And the Lord spoke to Moses at double Aaron, and he gave them a commandment for the sons of Israel and for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, that they should lead the sons of Israel away from the land of Egypt. These are the leaders of the houses by their families. Oh no.
Oh,
The sons of
no.
Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. Hanok and Palu, Hezron and Carmi. These are the kindreds of Reuben. The sons of Simeon, Jemuel and Jemin, and Ohad, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Shaul. The son of a Canaanite woman.
Just
A Canaanite women. Sorry, women.
just one whole entire.
These are the progeny of Simeon. Terrace, I think you have some work to do.
I quit.
No. There's no quitting. Don't be bigoted. Just because she was born a boy doesn't mean she's staying that way forever. Yeah, I'm just wondering if that was already a thing back then. There are texts on the web that refer to asses as having lips. Just say, okay. I don't want to know which kind of websites you frequent. And these are the names of the sons of Levi by their kindred. Gershon and Kohath and Merari. Okay, wait, so
where's Reuben? Where's that?
I mean Reuben was in what was the previous book called? In Genesis, but I'm not sure if these were his direct sons or if they were like indirect offspring. The sons of a woman.
That's not you right now.
That woman was very numerous by herself. Yes, she multiplies. Do you want reference? I can give you some sources. Keep your videos to yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're like direct offsprings of Reuben or indirect, but you have some stuff to do there. Now the years of the life of Levi were 137. The sons of Gershon, Libni and Shimei by their kindred. The sons of Kohath, Amram and Izhar and Hebron and Uzziel. Likewise, the years of the life of Kohath were 133. The sons of Merari, Mali and Mushi. These are the kindred of Levi by their families. Now Amram took as a wife Jochebed, a paternal aunt, who bore for him double Aaron and Moses. Wait. So Amram and Jochebed are the parents of Moses. Oh wait, I guess Jochebed or whatever is the Pharaoh maid? Yes, the sons of Ferrari. But Terrace, you've got plenty of work to do. Basically, where you are right now and all the following nights until good luck. I'll see you tomorrow. And the years of life Amram were 137. Likewise, the sons of Izhar, Korah and Nephek and Zikri. Likewise, the sons of Uzziel, Mishael and Elzaphan and Sithri. Now, double Aaron took as a wife Elizabeth, the daughter of Aminadab. Aminadab? This guy is literally called Aminadab. Sister of Nashon, who bore him Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And by the way, Eleazar is not Eliezer. They are very different people, I believe. Isn't Amram some kind of weapon? Is it? I mean, what happens if you look for Amram? Magneto-resistive RAM. Yeah, that sounds like a weapon. Sure, I'm gonna kill you with my memory. Okay, weapon. That's not how you fucking spell weapon. Holy shit.
You fucking weapon.
Weapon. No, I don't think that's a weapon. I'm finding some kind of military-like looking vehicle, but that's about all. And then there's also a picture of a fucking Pokemon. Yep, okay. Nope. No. We'll leave it at that. Stepping intensifies. I think that's when they originally invented it.
So wait, so the Levi.
Meant this one.
These are the progeny of wait. These are the sons of Levi. by
You'll
their
figure it
kindred.
out.
What the fuck does kindred mean?
They're kind. They're like family tree. Like they're people. Like something like that. I think he means Amrab. Sounds like Amenhotep with a Semitic take on it. I don't know what or who that is, but I only know Amenhotep, who's an NPC in Titan Quest Act 2, I believe. Cars that can drive over mines. What? Advanced medium range air-to-air
Mind
missiles.
your own business.
Can I start a petition to rename Amram to Amram? Oh yeah, petitions are gonna work. Well, and I guess we won't have any more reading for a minute. Because I can't see anything. But Terrace has plenty of stuff to do anyway.
I think I might want to call it a day then anyway.
No, there's so many. There's all the lore drops happening now. This is so
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll do that, and then we can. Fine, I'll finish doing this, and then we can call it a day.
I mean, let's be realistic. By the time that you finish setting up the family tree with all this lore, I'll be done with Exodus.
Shut up.
This is probably the biggest lore drop on a single page we've had by quite a margin. This is not just a person and their brothers and their children, but it's also their children. It's like 3 generations in one go. It's actually ridiculous. I need to save for hardware advice, yeah. Oh no,
like
rip 500 runes. Likewise, the sons of Korah, Asir,
No,
Esther.
they're not.
And Elkanah, and Abiasaph. These are the kindreds of the Korahites. And truly, Eleazar, the son of double Aaron, took a wife from the daughters of Putiel, and she bore him Phineas.
And Ferb.
No, Ferb is happening later. These are the heads of the Levitical families by their kindred. These are double Aaron and Moses, whom the Lord instructed to lead the sons of Israel away from the land of Egypt by their companies. These are those who speak to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, in order to lead the sons of Israel out of Egypt. These are Moses and double Aaron, in the day when the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt. And the Lord spoke to Moses. Oh really, did he? Saying, I am the Lord. Oh really, are you? Speak to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I speak to you. And Moses said in the sight of the Lord, Lo, I am of uncircumcised lips. How will Pharaoh listen to me? Can I just point out that this is literally an exact repeat of all this shit? I guess I'll do one more chapter or whatever. Like I'll do Exodus 7 while you finish. You'll manage, I'm sure.
Of course.
Exodus 7. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, I have appointed you as the skytess of Pharaoh, and double Aaron, your brother, will be your prophet. And you will speak to him all that I command you, and he will speak to Pharaoh, so that he may release the sons of Israel from his land. But I will burden his heart, and I will multiply my signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. And he will not listen to you. And I will send... Did I scroll up? Like, did I... This is literally the same thing again! Oh, we had all the sons. No, I did... What? They literally just accidentally pasted the paragraph again? What the fuck? I will harden his heart, and I will multiply my signs and wonders in the lands of Egypt, and he will not listen to you, and I will send my hand over Egypt. I will lead my army and my people, the sons of Israel, from the land of Egypt through very great judgments. And the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord who has extended my hand over Egypt, and who has led the sons of Israel from their midst. So Moses and double Aaron did just as the Lord instructed. And so it was done. Now, Moses was 80 years old and double Aaron 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. And the Lord said to Moses and to Aaron, when the Pharaoh will say to you, show signs. Like show boobs, but the ancient version just show signs. You shall say to double Aaron, take your staff and cast it down before Pharaoh, and it will be turned into a snake. And so Moses and double Aaron entered to Pharaoh, and they did just as the Lord had commanded. And double Aaron took the staff in the sight of Pharaoh and his servants, and it was turned into a snake. Then Pharaoh called the wise men and the sorcerers, and they also, by Egyptian incantations and certain secrets, did similarly. Wait, what?
Snake staff. I was like, we can do this too. Snake staff. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I like how Sky's just like, okay, here, I will just make you capable of turning this staff into a snake. That'll show them. But just in case, here's 2 backup strats. And they just saw this and they're like, yeah, we can do this as well. So what? What the fuck?
It's like you buy this fancy new cool thing that everyone wants, and you go into school and show it, and then everyone takes up the exact same thing and just look at you like an idiot.
Yes, the stick is a transformer, apparently.
Yes, Transformers: The Origin.
Transformers, snakes in ancient Egypt. And each one cast down their staffs, and they were turned into serpents. The staff of double Aaron developed their staffs. It's like you go to school and everyone suddenly has a Beyblade, and then you just own them all. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not listen to them, just as the Lord had instructed. And the Lord said to Moses, the heart of Pharaoh has been hardened. He is not willing to release the people. Go to him in the morning. Behold, he will go out to the waters. You will stand to meet him above the bank of the river, and you will take in your hand the staff that was turned into a serpent. Oh, and you will take in your hand the staff that was turned into a serpent. And you will say to him, the Lord Skytis of Hebrews has sent me to you, saying, release my people in order to sacrifice to me in the desert. And even until the present time, you were not willing to listen. Therefore, thus says the Lord, in this you will know that I am the Lord. Behold, I will strike with the staff that is in my hand the water of the river, and it will be turned into blood. Also the fishes that are in the river will die, and the water will be polluted, and the Egyptians will be afflicted when they drink the water of the river. Well, why would they drink the water if it turns into blood? Like, if you go up to a river to drink and you just see that it's all blood, yeah, fine, I'll drink from it. I'm thirsty. Reasonable.
Yeah, brilliant.
The Lord also said to Moses, say to double Aaron, take your staff and extend your hand over the waters of Egypt, and over their rivers and streams and marshes and all the pools of water, so that they may be turned into blood. And let there be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, as much as the vessels of wood as in those of stone. What does that mean? And let there be blood throughout all the land of Egypt. Okay, sure. As much in the vessels of wood as in those of stone.
Well, they made bowls out of. They made
so
bowls
every water reserve, every bit of water that they have, even not in the rivers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. And Moses and double Aaron did just as the Lord had instructed. And lifting up the staff, he struck the water of the river in the sight of Pharaoh and his servants, and it was turned into blood. And the fishes that were in the river died, and the river was polluted, and the Egyptians were not able to drink the water of the river. And there was blood throughout the entire land of Egypt. And the sorcerers of the Egyptians with their incantations did similarly, and the heart of the Pharaoh was hardened. He did not listen to them, just as the Lord had instructed. Okay, I have some questions. One, why do suddenly, why do the Egyptians have sorcerers? It was never mentioned before. There's just sorcerers now that can turn their staffs into snakes back and forth. And why do the sorcerers of Egypt also turn everything into blood?
Yes.
I don't quite understand. It's the same as the wise man. Okay, but I still don't understand why they also turn everything into blood. I thought it was just Moses and double Aaron. And he turned himself away, and he entered his house. Neither did he apply his heart to this turn of events. Oh, the Pharaoh. Okay, yeah, the Pharaoh doesn't care. Then all the Egyptians dug along the borders of the river for water to drink, for they were not able to drink from the water of the river. And 7 days were completed.
I think I'm done.
And 7 days were completed after the Lord struck the river. Okay, good, because this ends Exodus 7, so let's just check. Let's go over it again. Magic dick measurement contest. Turn shit into blood. Well, I can do. Yeah, apparently, I guess they're just the kind of like they're ditto mages. They can just when you do something, they can just copy. They just learn from watching. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened. Okay. Where was it? Where did it start? Here. Oops. This. Okay. These are the leaders. The sons of Reuben. So Reuben has. Hold on, where is it? Where's Reuben? Where are the sons of Reuben?
Question.
Terrence. So Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi are the sons of Reuben. Where are they? Hey.
What?
Hold on.
Where are they actually? I know they're here somewhere. Oh, there they are.
Yes, the family tree going in circles.
Genetically unrelated, yeah.
Okay, so, all right. These are the kindred of Reuben. Okay, and then the sons of Simeon. Yep. Okay, wait, do we have all four? Okay, and then we have Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Shaul.
Yep.
Yes, and then the sons of Levi.
Yep.
Gershon, Kohath, and Ferrari. Levi, one. Do you have? Okay, yes, 137 years. Sons of Gershon, Libni, and Shimei.
Yes.
Yep. Kohath, Amram, Ishar, Hebron, and Uzziel. Yep. The years of Kohath were 133. Yep. Sons of Ferrari, Mali, and Mushi. Yep. And how old Ferrari got, nobody cares. Amram took as a wife Jochebed.
Yep.
Oh, did you put in? No. Okay. Yes, and she was double Aaron and Moses. Exactly. Yep. And the years of Amram 137. Yep. Sons of Ishar. Where's Ishar? There. Korah, Nepheg, and Sikri. Sons of Uzziel, Mishael, Elzaphan, and wait, where's Uzziel again? There. I think you misspelled Uzziel. To the left of your cursor. Straight to the left of your cursor. The other left. Yes, you misspelled Uzziel.
Where?
Mishael, Elzaphan. What is this? Frozen? Sithri. Yes. Double Aaron took as a wife Elizabeth. Yep. The daughter of Aminadab. I don't know if that's relevant, so.
Nah, surely isn't. Just some random person who's never been named.
We have yet to make it to the Habsburg family tree. Who? Isn't Shimei also a rabbi? What the fuck is a rabbi? What? Aminadab? No, that's later.
I am in that.
Sister of Nashon. Okay, yeah, so Aminadab is the sister of Nashon. And
Elizabeth is the daughter of Alex, is the sister of Nashon.
Oh my god, okay, so Elizabeth, who is the daughter of this, and the daughter of this is the sister of this, and Elizabeth bore him and Nadab, Abihu, Eliezer, and Ithamar. Yep. The sons of Korah. Where's Korah? Yes. Asir, Elkanah, and Abiasaph. Yep. And Eleazar, took a wife from the daughters of Putin.
The wife unnamed.
Where's Eleazar? Yes, exactly. And I don't know who Putin is, so we'll just leave it at that. And then they had Phineas. Yes. These are the heads of the Levitical families. Yeah.
Yes.
Except from one typo, you actually did everything correctly. First type this time. Good job.
Oh, wise.
I would offer you a raise, but how about I give you a raise of 100%?
Oh, amazing. Yes.
No, Eminem is later down the tree. Can we let the people go already? I mean,
Yeah.
there's an entire song about this. Something, let my people go. Hello, old Pharaoh. Something way down in Egypt's land. I don't remember. Why are you so uneducated in Jews? Thought you were German. Rabbi is just a spiritual leader, teacher.
I mean,
you didn't educate me. How about that?
Who knows
My
that?
people
Like,
go.
who's supposed to know that other than, Jews?
Yeah, that's some juicy information, huh?
Juicy.
Does Skytis, when he appears to a Jew, say Jew?
Jiu-jitsu.
No. Not even fully German, I have an excuse. Okay, same. I'm not fully German. Fuck you. Factually accurate, so I also have an excuse. Rabbi is a priest in the Jewish religion.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced rabbi.
No. It's Rabbi.
Yes.
It's
No.
like rabbit.
That's rabbi.
No.
Yes.
It's Rabbi.
Google it.
I rub.
Big rub. Meat rub.
Yes, you can rub your eye. Exactly. Thank you. Okay, well,
Well done.
Skytis is correct that it's like rabbit. Or rabbite, maybe. Or rabbi. I mean, it ends in bi, so it would be bi, but maybe it's just that pronunciation is always weird, especially with different languages. Words from different languages, so we don't really know. So we'll just leave it at that. And
I literally fucking found it. Fuck you.
I don't know what you found.
It's rabbi.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
Krusty's
it's
father was a
rabbi.
rabbi. Who the fuck is Krusty? Krusty Krab? Oh, Simpsons one. Why? What is this? A Diablo 2 rune word?
That's the pronunciation.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm just gonna refer to them as rabbit from now on. Because that's how they multiply.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
Imagine knowing how to read the phonetic alphabet.
What the fuck is a phonetic alphabet?
If you go to Wikipedia and you just... When it says the name of whatever you're looking at, it usually, or it often has in brackets some weird characters. That's the phonetic alphabet.
Charlie, that,
No,
yeah,
that's the NATO alphabet or whatever.
Okay.
No, it... Hold on, let me... I don't know.
I mean, I do know one for every letter because I kind of use it at work, but phonetic alphabet.
Hold on, let's just see if the Egypt Wikipedia page. Yes, if you go to the Wikipedia page of Egypt. Hold on, I'll
It is. Yeah, I was right. It is Alpha Bravo Charlie. It's yeah. Well,
that's
one,
but that's a different alphabet. I'm talking about
but it's still a phonetic one.
Wait, what? Okay, well, I don't know whichever one this one is.
I presume there's more than one phonetic one, but this is also a phonetic one.
Good for you.
Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Tel India Juliet Kilo Lima Mike November Oscar Papa Quebec Romeo Sierra.
It's not Quebec, it's Quebec. Fuck you.
Fucking give a shit. Victor Whiskey Extra Yankee Zulu.
Wait, I don't give.
Apparently there's also one for numbers, but who needs numbers?
One, as in one.
1.
You know, when you try to give somebody a phone number, like 0, as in 0. Yeah, that's totally necessary. Pronounce the
I
RAM.
obviously used the alphabet one.
It's surprising now I think about it because there are no vowels again. Leave me alone, I'm go away.
It is pronounced rabbi. Anyway, well, I'm a head out. The stream's doing ending things. I'm a head out early. I'll go places to be and people to be up.
People to bring home from the Pharaoh with his hardened heart.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, it's been a pleasure as always.
Rabbi, which is how it's pronounced in French, is also fully acceptable. Well, my French pronunciation is not really good anymore. Rabbits can go fuck themselves and multiply. Yeah, and so can you. If you just try hard enough. Yes.
I'm a dip.
TV is on the TV, indeed. Alright, well, goodbye. Paris is gone. Okay, well, let me see. Oh yeah, Tenka's still streaming, we can go there. So, today's Sunday, which means I'll be back tomorrow on Monday evening with Code Vein. So if you want some anime bullshit, this is probably about the only time you'll see me play an anime game. At least I can't think of any other anime game that I would actually want to play, so, you know. Your only chance to watch me play something anime related, I guess. Saw, by the way, that the category is called glitchless. Hilarious. Because I realize I'm glitches. Are we talking about Diablo again? I'm not going into that discussion. You can discuss that with the people that made the category names and rules. Go away. Also, Kappa Claus, are you okay? Do you need help? I was literally in Tenka's chat when you were talking about that. So that's why I'm saying I'm not getting into this discussion again. Just no. Go away. So yeah, I'll be back on Monday. And next week, probably on Friday again, unless something comes up for me or for Terrace, then we'll probably postpone. But plan is Bible on Friday evening, Code Vein currently on Monday evening. After Code Vein, I don't know what's next. I'll figure that out when I finish it, or when I get close to finishing it. And yeah, Dark Taker is doing Diablo 1 speedruns. So if you want to watch that, I'll be hanging out over there for a bit, and otherwise you can find me on the Discord. Or you can also follow me on Twitter for some bad puns. Actually, the tweets are also on Discord, so your best bet is just joining the Discord. And I don't know who made the categories, but Chris said that there was some discussion, so ask Chris, I'm sure he'll know. And I will see you on Tenka stream if you want to join the raid. Otherwise, see you Monday. Or whenever, actually. I don't know when you'll be here, and actually I won't see you, I will only see your name. So, see me on Monday if you want.